Today on Piggy Power we show you how to remove a gearbox from a 206.
Do we?
Carry on, Mike. So this is all the daily project, which of course you should never modify your daily, he says. Quick update on this. This replaced a silver one, which you'd have seen in a couple of previous episodes. It's a little bit gnarly on the bodywork. It probably looks a lot better on this camera shot than it actually truly is. It was a lot better when we got it. However, it's had some scars, so it's got some dents on the wing. The roof is looking particularly pink now. You probably just pick it up, but it is going pink. It needs a good polish. There's lacquer peel. There's a real big lacquer peel patch at the back corner there. You can just see the matte effect. However, let's just update. A few things are going wrong, so why not upgrade? The simplest way to upgrade your daily without going crazy or ruining the ride quality and ruining your daily car is to replace it with stock OEM parts, but perhaps better ones. So we already had GTI 180 front brakes. I've just slapped a bit of red paint on today while I was at it, because we're going to have all this apart later. I put a GTI 180 rear beam with the rear brakes on it. Now there's a little issue with that. Let me quickly show you. So hopefully you can just see that, you see these have these sort of extra arms on the GTI 180 rear beam, which meant I had to completely bodge up the exhaust, which means in a short while we're probably going to have to do a full stainless exhaust on this, just because this is in such a gnarly order, as you can see. So that's a later addition. But today, basically, the GTI 180 rear axle and suspension front setup lowers the car slightly. So at the moment the back is lower. So today, while we have the gearbox out, which I'll talk about in a second, we're going to replace the front struts. So standard struts here, top mounts are knocking and making noise. So I've got a set of second-hand GTI 180 front struts, front springs, put some brand new top mounts on it, and they're ready to whack in. Why are we taking the gearbox out? Well, I found the elusive and rare 2-litre HDI EcoBox. If you don't know what that is, have a little look up. A lot of 206 guys don't seem to know about it, but basically they did an eco version of this car. It basically just was exactly the same engine as this, the 2-litre 8-valve HDI, but it had basically just a longer ratio gearbox on it. So when you're cruising, the RPM's a lot lower. It's a pretty handy box, great for a daily, for cruising around, which we do a lot of miles on the motorway on this thing. Doesn't fix the massive gap between third and fourth, but never mind. So we're going to pop that in, and while we are, I'll talk about it later because I've already ruffled on for a bit long. I've got a clutch which has been modified by DPR clutches. They've been brilliant, so they've modified a standard brand new clutch for me. We're going to whack that in, and we're going to go stage 2 on the daily. Stage 2 on the daily. Stage 2. I said that 3 times, but it's only stage 2, I promise. So we're going to go stage 2 on it, which requires really a better clutch on this thing. I've got an intercooler. While we're under there, we'll have a look what piping we just confirmed we need. And we're going to quick shift it as well, because after my wife has driven the Lemon, which has a combination of different quick shift ideas that I had to make the shift a lot nicer on these cars, she is sort of moaning about this one, and it is sloppy as a wet soup. So we're going to fix that today, hopefully, as well. We'll have a look at that later, if we have time. Priorities today are front struts, gearbox, clutch on this, exhaust back box, fix the manifold, fix the aircon on that one. Whew! That's a lot to do.
So it picks up all we've said about you?
Yep.
Oh, that's good. All those lovely things that you said.
You didn't catch Mike's joke earlier about the battery then, no? He was like, so what, should I just get the battery? We're like, there's no battery in it.
Someone catch that before it falls on the floor.
Yeah, you wouldn't want
What the heck? That might be my knocking problem. There was no strut attached to the top mount. Yeah, what's the paintwork? What did you do? You just like took the main top mount off and just went ping!
Yeah, I did actually, yeah. Yes, I did.
Is the ABS sensor still in one piece? Are you meant to be getting this gearbox out? Stop worrying about the struts.
Cool. You put in the other box in it?
Yeah, it's over...
The Eco one?
Yeah.
So you get like low RPMs?
All the torques, low RPM.
307 derived box. Well, it'll be the 307 will have the 206 derived box, won't it? Get it done in there, man. I like using my ratchet. He's like, I like using my ratchet! Give me a gun! No, yeah, I won't use a gun actually.
Today on Piggy Power we show you how to remove a gearbox from a 206.
Do we?
Carry on, Mike.
Instrument of death.
Oh, what if someone didn't unplug it?
I haven't unplugged it. No, I was wondering if maybe if you'd had a go at it from the start you would have got it off okay.
Yeah, fine.
You really think you would have? Do you really actually think you would have? Yeah.
Probably.
It's not in too bad nick actually, is it?
Bit shiny from it spinning all the time.
Yeah.
No, it's not that old. Presumably it was done at about 90,000 miles. Show us the other side. Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, just look at these two here.
That one's good.
Nice, yeah. That's
Yeah,
all you need
yeah.
to see, really. I mean,
Did you balance it
6.
out by taking a bit of metal off the other side?
well,
sort of
it's
just
what we
balancing
call
it.
weight reduction.
Really?
Yeah, among the
Do you know a lot
professionals.
about weight reduction? Mike?
Yeah. I just like the style here. Just the.
Yeah, nice.
It just gives a nice bit of. I mean, you never see it. But
Did you put your initials in it like you said you were going to? No?
yeah, maybe later.
So flywheel
I'll do that in the new one.
Flywheel off, boss.
What in the hell kind of size bolts are these? That's a 17.
They're 17s, aren't they? Are they 16s?
I literally just had a 16 on here. I'll even leave it on. Yeah. That's my 16.
No, 17.
So that doesn't go on there. What is going on here then?
They're very shallow, don't forget.
So a huge shout out to Mike and Max for helping me out with this gearbox change. Couldn't have done it without them because my busted wrist, you see it's strapped up in a couple of these shots. Anyway, we'll come back to the gearbox problem in a second. Basically my fault, which is why I felt so guilty and annoyed. Nothing we could do though. But we did manage to get the front struts switched over to GTI 180 ones with the springs and some new drop mounts, drop links, new top mounts I should say, and new clutch by DPR. It's pretty cool. While the clutch was LUK, sent it to them, they modified it for me to take more torque. Nice new top mounts going in, really not worth putting old ones in for the sake of how inexpensive they are. Original box, Eco box. Same year, same engine, same dangle, and yet one has a 2-bolt mount and one has a 3-bolt. They're not interchangeable, but I've got that mount now, so that'll go in at some stage. Yay!
Now the 206 is looking. Red calipers to match the rear. That's a nice touch. And now the front suspension isn't moon height, like the rear, so we're now basically at standard GTI 180 height. Something to note though, and I'm not going to show you because it's ugly as heck, is the rear exhaust system. Because of the extra brace bars on the 206 GTI 180 rear beam, the stock exhaust won't fit, kind of does this. So I've temporarily bodged it, it's banging a little bit, and we're going to have to build a proper stainless exhaust at some point for this. Probably on the cheap, just with the MIG, because it's just a daily. The gearbox, no, that didn't go so well either. I forgot, well I lost a mount for it. So the gearbox isn't in there, that'll go back in. The new clutch is in though, so we'll just let that bed in for a little while. Then we'll put the box in with some piping, and stick an intercooler in there somewhere, and I think we'll go stage 2. So I think that's where we're at. We need to get the gearbox in, stage 2, and there was something else. Oh yeah, nice little, yeah, this awful paintwork. And those dents. See the little wibble wobble? We're going to fix those. Try and get rid of that pinkiness too. Bit by bit though, it's coming together. I like the calipers though. Maybe just not those white centre caps. So now it's running full GTI 180 running gear basically. Brakes, suspension, dampers, springs. Ideal.
Hello.